Do you think the Cowboys are a playoff team? Because they were, look, I remember, and we joked about it, when you were like, everybody's going to be scared to play Dallas in the playoffs. They were good last year. They were really, really good.
They were, but here's why I'm going to say no. The line is worse. Okay.
Much worse.
Much worse. Without, at this stage, and I'm going to assume that I'm going to do what Jerry won't and assume that Tyron Smith's not coming back, just because I'm going to try to.
And even if he does, who knows?
And if he does, then great.
Look at, everybody's been waiting on David Bakhtiari to come back for the Packers for like 2 years now.
Yeah. Okay. So line's worse. Backfield, I don't care what Jerry says. To me, Zeke is Zeke. Like it's always going to be the player you're waiting to get better, waiting to get back to what he wants. Yeah. It reminds me of like late career Herschel Walker, where it was like, when is Herschel going to get back to being that guy when he was the dude, and he just never did.
Yeah, it's just running back life cycle. Yeah,
the wide receivers are BT. And honestly, I want to see CeeDee Lamb prove that he can be the gangbusters #1 that a lot of people thought at one point he could be. Okay, well, let's see. Like, because this has got to, I want to see that 1,400 yard, like, hey, I'm pushing for like all pro type status, because they're going to throw it enough. They damn well are going to throw it enough. At the very least, I think Dak is healthy this year. I don't think he was healthy last year. I'm curious to see what happens if he starts to get beat up. Dalton Schultz, I like him at tight end. Okay, so offensively, it's not the group it was last year. I don't expect it to be a more prolific team offensively this year, at least based on where the talent is. I could be wrong. Fine. Defensively, I think they have a chance to be a very, very good defensive team. They're coached superbly. My guess is this will be it for Dan Quinn. This will be his last year with Dallas. I would be surprised if he did not end up with another job. He was remarkably close this last offseason.
The defense as a whole, I think, is going to be good. I think DeMarcus Lawrence is going to have a nice season. I think Marcus Parsons is just a beast. and I think they do make the playoffs. I think they somehow find a way into the playoffs. Yes, the offense is going to take a step back. No Cooper, those 3 linemen. But they were the #1 offense in the league last year. They could fall off a little bit and still be top 10. I think the defense, well coached, like you said, is going to be good enough. And the NFC, whoever makes the NFC is the 7th seed. Yeah, they wouldn't make it in the AFC. If we were in the AFC, no.
I will edit my I do think they can be a play. Because now that I think about the overall state of the NFC, now that I think about the fact that you have the extra playoff spot.
Look at all these losses. They're going to be an 8-9 team. I'd be like, that's a little far for me to go, but okay. They make an argument because I'll listen.
They should be able to beat Washington twice. They should be able to beat the Giants twice.
Yeah, those always work that way, but give them 3-1 right there. They get upset here somehow, some way.
Okay, they should be able to split with the. I will give them a split just based on it being a get-up game, right? Okay, so split with the Eagles. So let's say they go 3-1. So that's 4-2, right? See, I'll give them the sweep over the Giants and Washington. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say 5-1
much better
between
team.
Inside the division. I mean, to me, what gets you in 10 wins?
9.